Hello, friends. Welcome back to Amanda's Bookish Adventures, and it is May's Book Haul Part 2, and we have 9 books. I'm actually really excited for all of them. I have one that I've been wanting to get, and then I saw it at Walmart on sale, so I'm so happy to have A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping by Sangu Mandana. I butchered that. I already know I butchered that. Sarah Swan used to be one of the most powerful witches in Britain. Then she resurrected her great aunt Jasmine from the very recently dead, lost most of her magic, befriended a semi-villainous talking fox, and was exiled from her guild. Now she slightly, reluctantly, and just a bit grumpily helps Jasmine run an enchanted inn in Landshire, where she deals with quirky guest shenanigans, tries to keep said talking fox in check, and longs for a future that seems lost to her. But then she finds out about an old spell that could hold the key to restoring her power. Enter Luke Larson, a handsome and icy magical historian who arrives in a dark autumn evening and just might know how to unlock the secret spell or spell's secret. Luke absolutely has no interest in getting involved in the madcap goings on of the inn and is definitely not about to let a certain bewitching innkeeper past his walls. So no one is more surprised than he is when he agrees to help Sarah with her spell. Worse, he might actually be thawing, running an inn, reclaiming lost magic, and staying one step ahead of the watchful guild is a lot for anyone. But Sarah Swan is about to discover that she doesn't have to do it alone, and that the weird, wonderful family might be the best magic of all. So I'm definitely excited to have that one, and it's going to be perfect for a project that I'm going to currently work on in the month of June. The last book of this Paladin series has arrived. So we have Paladin's Grace by T.K. Fisher. While forging for Startleflower perfume, Grace finds herself pursued by ruffians and rescued by a handsome paladin in shining armor. Only to outwit her hunters, they might be pretending to be doing something very unrespectable in an alley. Stefan, a broken paladin, spends his time knitting socks, working as a bodyguard, and living for the chance to be useful. But that all changes when he saves Grace and witnesses an assassination attempt gone wrong. Now Stefan and Grace must navigate a web of treachery and poisoners, while a crypt killer stalks one step behind. I'm so excited. I'm going to binge the series. Here's another book that is kind of perfect for that project. We have The Last Vampire by Kate Braxton. He is the last of his race, practically a god, the last true vampire king. Michael Estor roams the nightclubs of LA after dark, haunted by his past and driven by his hunger. The last of the ancient ones, he alone has survived the destruction of his race and the hands of the slayers. Now he's forced to hunt and feed like a common vampire, a creature of lust. Nothing in this world can fulfill his needs until her. Claire Thompson, her blood is so sweet, so intoxicating. The smell alone drives Michael to her like a moth to a flame. Can she be trusted? From their very first kiss, Michael sweeps Claire into a world in which dangerous rules desire, where falling in love is the greatest danger of them all. So this is I don't know if it was indie published, but I think they're re-picking it up. So this is the first one, and I don't know if the next book follows this couple, but I have pre-ordered it. It's been a while since I read a good vampire romance. We have The Vile Lady Villains, which this does kind of make me want to do a vlog because I held a book sometime in April. Maybe it might have been March that kind of would fit this. So The Vile Ladies by Danny. I'm not saying that last name. I already know, but butcher it. When Lady Macbeth is sent through an unworthy, otherworldly door, by three witches she comes face to face with a beautiful covered in blood and holding a very sharp knife. Queen Clemestra has at last her bloody vengeance against her husband, but is interrupted when a strange woman appears. Thinking the woman a spirit, Clemestra chases her back through the door, only to end up trapped with her in the realm of stories, and they aren't alone. Hunted and haunted by screaming wraiths, hell-bent on their deaths, the two must mistrust each other, navigating worlds of stories even as the realm's goddess, the mistress of the House of Books, plots against them. Determined to stay together, as mistrust becomes an attraction, our vile lady villains must make a choice, return to their own tragic tales, or burn down the worlds to pen a new story together. I think I'm wrong. I thought this was a Hamlet retelling because it said Lady Macbeth. Maybe it's not, but it's whimsical enough. It could definitely go with a vlog that I was thinking about. Plus, I really want to read it. Sorry, I have to restack the books. Then I have a sequel. Even though I've read all the manga that is out for this, they translated Villains Are Destined to Die by Guan. Can't say the last name, so I'm not going to read it because I think the books have more than the manga episodes do, and I waiting for the fourth one to come out. That's book 3. I'm waiting for the fourth one to come out before I get my hands on it. Then we have a book that I've been really excited for. I did haul, I think, in May. Yeah, May. The Twisted Tale of Stitch by this author. She's also the author who wrote the Twisted Tale of Moana. We have That Which Feeds Us, Kalia Kendall. She is very sweet and she interacts with you guys on us on social media, and I really love her. She's super nice. I met her at a signing in St. George. Welcome to, I'm going to butcher this, Culpa Island Resort. Start your new life anew. From the wealthiest worlds of Culpa Islands, a resort is more than a destination. It's the ultimate escape. With no cell service or Wi-Fi, the Hawaiian island is a coveted wellness retreat, well known for persimmons, orchids, and promises of rejuvenation. I can't say it. Rejuvenation. I should be able to say this word, but I can't. Rejuven. This my dyslexia coming in. So I'm gonna healing energy. But their vacation is Leihao's nightmare. When her twin sister Orha, I'm gonna have to look up how to say this, goes missing, Leihao follows her trail to Copas to find her. Instead, Leihao is cut off from the civilization and the help after the island boat leaves without her, stranding with the resort's lavish guests and aromatic staff. As Leihao investigates Ohima's disappearance, she discovers that her missing sister isn't the island's only mystery. Coalhouse's rich interior and sweet premises hide its dark plantation's past, and Leihao cannot ignore the warnings telling her to leave the island at once. To uncover what happened to Ahan, or Hia, Leihao will. I'm gonna definitely look up the pronunciations. I know I'm butchering them. We'll have to unearth the island's broody, bloody history and face the horrors that lurk within its sugarcane fields, or risked being consumed by them. So I'm very excited to read it. It sounds really good. We have a Stormbreaker by Nisha J. Tooley. And I actually have another book of hers, but I haven't read it yet. Okay, so it says from the publishers who brought you Fourth Wing comes your next romantasy obsession. For 19-year-old poet Graves, New Manhattan has always promised safety if she obeys. Raised with the ruling houses and betrothed to a powerful heir, she enters the Armory Academy knowing her future has already been decided. But Emir is nothing like she imagined. Its trials are brutal, its loyalties conditional, and the rules are designed to expose weakness. As Poet struggles to survive, she must hide the truth that could get her executed. The storms don't fear her, they answer back. When a dangerous outsider from beyond the city walls enters the academy, Poet is drawn to him. Despite everything she's been taught to believe, he threatens the life she's been promised, and choosing him could cost her not just her future, but her freedom. We have That's interesting. Sorry to get cut off. We have Verity Giln by Mai Horland. Look at those sprayed edges. And I'm kind of obsessed with this bronzy cover. That statue is amazing. The secrets built this republic. One truth can bring it down. High Priestess Kirshar Kerasi Vestal has spent her entire life hiding the truth that the last surviving heir of the magical bloodline the Republic slaughtered, one wrong step could be fatal. But when a senator is brutally killed and a temple blade is found at the scene, all eyes turn to her. Practitioner Torin Morvan has made a career of dragging liars into the light, and Kirsa is the one person he's vowed to ruin. Locked on a mountain with murderers, scheming senators, and a prophecy of death, he's forced to work at her side. The closer he gets, the more dangerous the truth and their attraction becomes. Betrayers closing in, and a nation on the verge of shattering. Kirsa and Torn must risk everything to uncover the real killer, even if it means trusting their sworn enemy. Then we have Bloodbound, You Duel or You Die. And funny thing, it said Amazon because I purchased this at Walmart with Magical Keeper. And it said I purchased this on Amazon, and I went to type it in and it wouldn't show me a shipping date, so I bought it. So if I hold this twice, it is not my fault. I have a memory of a goldfish. You cannot forfeit, you cannot run. You duel or you die. Astrid has always known she's destined to die. She is the last Narstern witch and heir to the queendom of Arthea, cursed by a centuries old convent to duel the heir to the kingdom of Vatra for the source of all magic, the heart. And now Astrid's time is up. She's heading into the enemy territory to face Prince Zane, or Zyron, the most powerful dragon rider in eons, with only her familiar, her potions, and her wits to aid her. She's going to die, and any chance her queendom has of curing the blight that's ravaging the lands and killing her people will die with her. Meanwhile, deep in the dragon country, Skylar and her traveling troupe arrive in Vetra's capital, ready to profit of the legendary specters swarming to the city ahead of the duel. She despises the royals and all they stand for, especially as the king's guard murdered her mother. But when her best friend disappears, suspected to have been taken in the conscription, her search takes her closer to the royals than she can ever imagine. As the duel looms over the kingdom, Skylar and Astrid's face entwine. They must battle a growing rebellion, their inner demons, and ultimately those they love most to determine if, together, they will save or doom their world. That sounds really interesting. Sorry, I have to move things around so they don't come falling down. All those books sound really interesting. And yes, I purchased these books, so of course they should have been interesting, but I'm actually really intrigued by the last three descriptions we read. I'm intrigued by all of them, but I might need to put them on my TBR sooner. So that is it for part two. So 9 books, and I believe 11 books for the first book haul. I need to do another unhaul because I'm hauling a lot of books every month. And I'm trying so hard not to, but all of the releases just sound so good. And any release that I put off because I wasn't sure about, now the TikTok quotes are getting to me, and I'm like, I have to resist. So we'll see how many I haul in the third part. If you've read any of these books, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. See you in the next video. Bye for now.